What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon. Welcome to this week's comic haul. Medium-sized haul this week. I've actually got 2 weeks worth of DC books to show you, but I don't really have anything else fancy to show you this week. Normally I've been getting a lot of mail call and things like that. I really don't have much else to show you, but I got 2 weeks worth of DC books and I got a lot coming up on the channel, so we'll discuss all that and maybe more. Let's do this. I forgot to mention that last week's episode with Sarah, we actually pre-filmed the night before, just because last Wednesday, like how every Wednesday works is me and Sarah, we go to the shop, me and Mark might film a video, and then we pick up our books, we come home, I film this video, I edit it, and then I have it out by that night. Last week we had plans on Wednesday, so I actually picked up my new release books a little bit early, so I could actually pre-film this week's comic haul last week, and then this is probably getting confusing, but I also had my DC books last week sitting there on the Wednesday. So I picked up my DC books from last week, and I've also got my DC books from this week. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, then you haven't been watching this show long enough. That's not true. I pick these books up every week and I still don't know what the format is. Anyway, I'll start off with the DC books from last week, and then I'll we'll do some shout outs, and then I'll show you what we picked up today, and then we'll talk about what's coming up on the channel. So again, just to fill you in case you don't know what I'm talking about, every week we get DC here. For us, every fortnight we get everything else from Diamond. So it's a little bit of a weird cycle, but this was obviously what I got last week. Wonder Woman by Tom King. Heard a lot of good things about this. I know Mark was super keen for this release to come out, and like I said, I have heard good things about it. I haven't really read a lot of Wonder Woman. I've got a hella lot of Wonder Woman covers that I've bought over the years, but I really haven't read a lot of Wonder Woman. In fact, all I've really read from Wonder Woman, apart from when she appears in other books, is Dead Earth, the one by Brian Warren Johnson. But this is, I'm interested because I don't mind me some Tom King. All right, next is some Nightwing 106. Last pre-orders that I did, I actually cancelled Nightwing and Batman. I'm sorry, Tom, but I'm too far behind. Eventually, I'm sure I'll catch up to that storyline, and I'm sure it's still good. We got Catwoman issue 57. This is the cover A, Nakayama. Now, a lot of you guys will know that I always buy every single cover for Catwoman. Every single one. Unless it's like an exclusive or maybe a ratio. I don't have all the ratios. But this title has a lot of sentimental value to me, but this is the first time where I actually didn't pre-order all the variants. But I'm still going to get the cover A's. That's one I haven't unsubscribed to yet. Just again, I just want the series to end so I can say I've got the complete run, really. Then we got some more Wonder Woman variants from that same issue. Oh wait. Oh my god, am I wrong? I did get a Catwoman variant. Oh no, I got all the I think I lied. I'm sorry. I did get the Catwoman variants. Well, anyway, in the more recent issues, I've cut back on the variants. So anyway, I don't know who did the art, but that's one of the variants. I just outright lied to you guys. I am sorry. I apologize. So there's one of the variants there, and then I don't know who did this one either, but that's a nice variant there too. So there are the Catwoman variants that I supposedly have cut, and then the rest are just some Wonder Woman variants. So Wonder Woman issue 1, this is the beautiful Art Germ cover. So that's a nice one. Couldn't turn that one down. Art Germ always knocking it out of the park. And then we got Rose Besch. So DC every month now seem to be doing like an artist spotlight, where they'll get a certain artist to do a range of covers across their titles. Rose Besch was the one for this month, and she did a whole bunch of these little chibi sort of variants, which normally I'm not into, but I actually quite like Rose Besch's style with these chibi ones. So that is her one for Wonder Woman. Oh no, I just mixed up all my books. All right, so that was last week's DC books. Before I show you what I picked up today, I'll do some quick shout outs.
Shout out to Old Wolf.
I'm going to just leave a link to SUPERRUS's video. He got an AOK today from yours truly, but it wasn't just that, it was actually almost like a joint AOK. Sean's Rs84 had something in there for him, and a bunch of the books from me were actually a prize tag from 64-page special. So I'll leave a link to SUPERRUS's video in the description below. And also, I'm sorry, Russ, I really don't do a good job plugging It's Simply Super. So most weeks, not every week I would say, but most weeks I do stream with SUPERRUS over on his channel called It's Simply Super. And in the description every week of this show, I have the link to the most recent episode. So last week we spoke about martial arts movies. We nerded out on just classic martial art films. So if you're into that, check out It's Simply Super. I think we're on for this week too. But yeah, most weeks when I'm available, we will do it. All right. So they're the shout outs. This is what we got today. I also got Sarah's books here, so I'll show you what she picked up too. I'm really running out of space here. The only mail call I got this week was some bags and boards. So I'm hoping sometime over the next week or so, I'm going to organize a bag and a boarding stream, just an open invite, and get some people to whoever wants to hang out can hang out. So this came out I think a couple of weeks ago. This is actually not a DC book, but I left it in my box because I couldn't afford it. It is a thick book. It's called Reflection, art by Jock. I actually didn't realize that, but the reason I got it was it was a really cool Blade Runner homage. This is from Whatnot Publishing, it looks like, just by the back. I think it's Whatnot. I normally order the cover A's when I want to read it, but because this book was a little bit pricier, I didn't want to order the cover A as well as buy this cover. So I only bought the movie variant, but I do actually want to check that out and read it. I got a couple of doubles in here that again was sitting in my box that I picked up previous week, so I'll just show you again. I picked this one up a few weeks back. That's the J. Scott Campbell swimsuit edition. Very cool, clever cover. But yeah, I did order doubles of that, and I just picked up my second one today. And also, I think this was last week I showed this one. Beautiful cover. Spider going there, picked up doubles of that. No more doubles, no more. That's it. I think that's the end of them all. I feel like I already picked this one up, so maybe I must have ordered doubles of that too. Wouldn't surprise me because it's Adam Hughes. So that's the Alice Never After cover. Okay, now this is the stuff I actually picked up this week. This is the longest title ever. It's called Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham War, Red Hood. What a title. Have fun looking that up. So that one's that. There's obviously, what is it? The Gotham War? Batman, Catwoman, The Gotham War is its own sort of event almost, it seems like, from DC. Being that Red Hood is in this story, I figured I'd read it and check it out without really knowing the context of what's going on with the Gotham War, but I don't really care. You know when they do the event books, which they'll have like a one-shot with the title of the event? Those books are garbage. Every time I've read one, it's just a whole bunch of mini stories and none of it really, I don't know, it's just crap, and I'm just over events and things like that. So anyway, I'll stop ranting. Then we got some Harley Quinn cover buys. We got the Jenny Frison. I completely forgot about this one. Very cool. It's got bubblegum sticking out there. You can barely see it because of the pink, but yeah, I completely forgot about this variant, but that came out this week. And then this is the another Rose Besh artist spotlight. Now this one's super cute. I actually really dig that. Again, I'm not usually into the chibi stuff. I'm not massive on Scotty Young. It depends on the mood I'm in, really. But I actually really like Rose Besh's style when she does hers. So that is the Harley Quinn one. That's my books this week. And then we've got just a couple books to show you that Sarah picked up. Man, you should see my piles of unbagged books. It is just ridiculous. I'm gonna have so many spine rolls, it's gonna be embarrassing and upsetting when I eventually bag and board them. All right, this is the Sarah books. Now I think she picked up a lot of stuff that I did maybe. She picked up the Frison Harley Quinn as well. Did my glasses run out already? Well, that sucks. Normally I have Sarah's pair as well, but they're out of batteries too, so this is the first where I couldn't recharge my glasses. But you all must have forgot that I had emergency glasses. Hopefully that transition looked alright. It's been a while since I wore these ones. Anyway, so she got the Frison variant there. And then this is a Merca and Dolfo variant for, again, this is Harley Quinn Black, White and Redder. So you know Sarah's a big Merca fan. This was supposed to be last week, but I think they short shipped Mark, so it came in this week. And then this one here was a gift from Mark. This is another Rose Besh. I'm not sure if it was part of the artist spotlight or not, just because it's not a chibi style. It's just your sort of typical Rose Besh. Now, I saw this sitting on the table and I was like, I don't think I ordered that. And just as I was about to ask Mark, hey, has anyone ordered this? He said, hey Sarah, this is for you. It's a gift. And I'm like, damn it. So Sarah scored that as a nice gift from Mark. Alright, so this is Simon from the future. I already finished filming, and while I was editing, I realized I forgot to show a couple of books. There was something special to show you this week. It's actually something that Sarah picked up though, and I'll try to get through it really quick, so we'll go into epilepsy mode. So after Big City today, we actually went past Comics R Us, who are another cool shop down here in Melbourne. Sarah had a couple of books on order with them, so I'll quickly show you those before we wrap up the show. They're both, surprise, surprise, Rian Gonzalez covers. This one here is a Power Rangers variant. Just usual Rian Gonzalez goodness there. So very colorful stuff. Very cool. And then she also picked up the Catwoman variant. This is a fantastic one. Now we'll tell a quick story. So Sarah was able to order this at a really, really good price. She actually contacted another store to get it, and they quoted her $70. That another store that I will not name, Alternate Worlds. And then she was like, yeah, no thanks. And now they've got it on their website for $40. So if you ask for the book, they'll double the price. But if they just put it on shelf because no one wants it, you'll get it at half the price. So I snagged it for $40, so that's to you, Alternate Worlds. Back to Past Simon. That is all the books from this week, but I've got a lot of stuff coming up on the channel that I want to talk about. I've got a couple of vlogs sitting in the bank, so if you've been enjoying the vlogs, stay tuned for, I did a toy hunt video at Lobo's. I also did a separate toy hunt video at Aaron's Collectibles, and I've also got a vintage toy unboxing to come. So again, if you've been enjoying the vlogs and you didn't see last week's vlog of the YARRAVILLE comic and toy fair that I went to, check that out. I'll leave a link to that in the description below, as well as the end caps coming up. Again, I'm going to try to organize a open hangout live stream sometime when I have some free time, so I can bag and board all these books that have been sitting here collecting dust and collecting spine rolls. And I've also got a bit of an announcement to make, which I haven't done that video, but I probably will make that video. Just content is content, so stay tuned for all the stuff. Make sure you hit the bell. I never told people to hit the bell because I didn't know what it was for, but now I know. It's so you never miss a video. If you're still watching, I appreciate you. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, and until next time, I'm SimpleSimon. Tell your friends, and remember to charge your glasses. Keep it simple.